Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Randall M. Roof here, Christian, member of the East Columbus Christian Church in Columbus, Indiana. And this is a brief overview of today's sermon that Kendall gave. It's the fourth one, or number 4 in the series called I Quit. And it's the subject is quit comparing. So in other words, quit making comparisons was the main message of the sermon. Again, this is number 4 in the series. If you're interested in East Columbus Christian Church, you can give them a call at 812-372-3789 or visit the website, eastccc.net. Okay, so the main topic of today's sermon was quit comparing. So in other words, don't compare yourselves to other people, whether it's their possessions, their appearances, their abilities. Don't compare. And there are several scriptures that we looked at. First of all, the first thing, as you can see on the left side, it says comparison is the death of contentment. Let's say it again. Comparison is the death of contentment. 2 Corinthians 10:12. If you look on the upper right, you'll see 2 Corinthians 10:12. We do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise. So, comparison is the death of contentment, and those who compare themselves with themselves are not wise. Number 2 on the left side, comparison makes us prideful. Luke 18:10. If you look at the second verse on the right side, Luke 18:11 and 12, talks about the Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I am not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and give 1/10 of all I get. So this Pharisee was being prideful. So that's something that we do not want to do. Third thing is comparison makes us resentful. 1 Samuel 18 verses 6 through 9. So we don't want to be resentful. And if you look at that again at the right, 1 Samuel chapter 18 verses 6 through 9, when the men were returning home after David had killed the Philistine, the women came out from all the towns of Israel to meet King Saul with singing and dancing, with joyful songs and with timbrels and lyres. As they danced, they sang, Saul has slain his thousands and David his tens of thousands. Saul was angry. This refrain displeased him greatly. They have credited David with tens of thousands, he thought, but me with only thousands. What more can he get but the kingdom? And from that time on, Saul kept a close eye on David. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verses 6 through 9. So this shows how making comparisons turned Saul against David. Even though David hadn't done anything wrong against Saul, Saul became resentful because of making a comparison that the women were singing about. So this is an example of how being resentful and making comparisons is not a good thing. And the final point is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10. If you look on the right, at the very bottom it says, For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 2:10. So, if we're doing the good works we're supposed to be doing, making comparisons between ourselves and others when it comes to possessions, appearances, abilities, or whatever else it may be, is not a good thing and something we shouldn't be doing. So quit comparing and do what you need to do and do what you're supposed to do and do God's will and do it the way He wants you to do it. So until next time, I'm Randall M. Roof saying thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you.